Good morning. So before I leave Walt Disney World, my agents are going to stay and play in the parks for a few days, but I have to head to Fort Lauderdale on business. So I wanted to kind of give a walkthrough as much as I can. Hopefully the phone doesn't die. If it does, I'll pick up. But this is what a standard building inside the Grand Floridian looks like. We're in one of the outer buildings. There's the main building and then the outer building. There is a suite at the end of the hall. The rest are standard rooms. Something to point out about a deluxe resort, and it's things that a lot of people don't think about. You'll hear us repeat them often because, again, it's things that people don't realize. When you're at a deluxe resort, your door opens to an inside hallway. Value or moderate, they open to the outside. Standard rooms, deluxes, are the largest, except for Animal Kingdom and Wilderness Lodge. They're considered entry-level deluxe. So it's a max of 4 in a standard room. Now, usually there's flowers here. They're just coming back after COVID, so they haven't made it yet. So it's really beautiful, even just in these areas. I wanted to point out something, too, that if you are in one of the clubs, you get club level service. In the main building, it's right there. There is also what's called the Sugarloaf Club, which the only difference is that there would be a TV here for kids, lots of tables. There would also be a setup for drinks where they serve food, and then a bar in the evening. So club level, even though it costs more up front, usually saves my family a ton. And we have a ton of club level guests at our agency because of that. And especially when you're at a deluxe resort like the Grand Floridian, because people will say, oh, we're at the parks, they might not utilize it. But when you're at the Grand Floridian and you could walk, take a monorail, have boat access, it's so easy to come and go. Now, another thing we hear a lot, and there's that Sugarloaf Club I was just talking about. The same building as this, just has the club level service at the bottom. Another thing, there's the Marina. This is Gasparilla's, where you could get quick service dining. There's a shortcut here. It goes to the convention center, but also to the bus stop. Now, something that people don't think about either at a deluxe resort, because again, we'll hear, oh, it's just a room. If you're at a value resort, for example, you have to wait in a line, outside, uncovered, multiple buses can go by. When you're at a deluxe, you're covered with seats. It's far less crowded. So just some things to think about. You may or may not care about that, but again, when we hear people say just a room, we like to point out that there's far more. Obviously, too, you're closest to the parks. Can't get much closer to Magic Kingdom. There's the castle. And then obviously you could sit here at night and watch fireworks. I also like to watch fireworks from Narcosis. It's a restaurant, but even if you're not eating there, there's an outside deck with benches. It's beautiful. These rooms, this is connected to the main building. So these are considered main building, but these are theme park view. Now, theme park view is different depending on which resort you stay at. Here at theme park view, you're really just seeing the castle. Don't get me wrong, it's magnificent. But theme park view from, let's say, Contemporary, you could see a lot more. You can see Splash Mountain, Thunder Mountain, parts of Main Street. So, again, your travel advisor, if that's important to you, a lot of people want to wake up and they want their kids to see the Magic Kingdom. We can help you pick the room that's right for you and the resort that might be right for you. On the bottom floor here is the Grand Floridian Cafe. Second floor is Citrico's. Citrico's is also one of my favorite dining locations. Even if you're not staying at a Walt Disney World resort like here, you can come over here to dine. Also great to come over for a midday break. Take a monorail ride. You can go get a drink, stop in the shop, get some snacks or what have you, and then head back to the Magic Kingdom. It's also a great place to sit in the AC for a little bit, use a clean, quiet restroom. And again, check out what's new at all the resorts. Again, this is all main building. There's suites, there's regular rooms. Regular rooms will sleep 5. That building in the distance, that's actually the villas. So DVC members get first dibs, but anybody can book villas. A lot of people think that if you're not DVC, you can't book the villas, and that's not true. So it's something I always like to point out. And what's another thing to point out? Value and moderate resorts. I just stayed with my girls 2 weeks ago at Caribbean Beach. A lot of you saw my post, and it's so spread out. It might take you 20, 30 minutes to walk from one end to the other. I'm standing in the middle of the entire resort. There's the building I just walked out of. Here's the other outer buildings, the villas, and the main building. So I'm standing in one place showing you the entire resort. So again, it's just a lot easier to navigate. And again, you may or may not care, but it's something we like to point out. different trips. We picked different resorts personally for my family. So again, when I was here with my girls, we were doing mostly resorts. We like the Caribbean. Caribbean beach worked for us. We were okay with a smaller room. Other trips, if we're spending a lot of time in Magic Kingdom, we like to be here at the Grand. There's the summer house where there's fitness facilities in the distance. I'll see if I can get a closer view. There's the wedding pavilion. That's actually where I got married. There was a wedding here yesterday. It's fairy tale. You can do vow renewals here. And there's the Polynesian in the distance, just to give you guys an idea of where it stands. Here is the quiet pool. It's not as quiet as other quiet pools that have nothing going on. This quiet pool does have a pool bar. It does have a hot tub that's right here. And it's 0 entry. And then I'm going to take a walk over here to show you the pool we were at yesterday. If you followed our pictures from my team and I, we got a cabana. Oh, by the way, there's private patio space here. You don't get full service, but they do give you a cooler of soft drinks, and you still get private seating and an umbrella. That's $150 a day. The cabanas are $500 a day. But you get service, you get fruit, you get desserts, the special chairs. It's great for special occasions. People reserve those up to 3 months in advance. We can help you with that if you need help or point you in the right direction. There's a little bit better view of the Poly. Of course, there's movies on property every night. Still connecting in the main building. Up top there is where is the Enchanted Rose. Multiple shops in there, like Basin. It's one of our favorite bath shops. Clothing shop, traditional souvenirs, and then obviously a sundry. There is the over-the-water bungalows at the Polynesian. And there's the ferry. I'm going to see if I can get closer here to give you a view. For those people that stay off property, here's the thing. Many people who have never been here don't understand how big Walt Disney World is. And again, I say nothing's a problem. Everybody vacations in a different way. I think a lot of people just don't understand how big and how far it is. So let's say you're staying a mile off property. It might still take you 30 minutes to get to the Magic Kingdom parking lot. A mile off Disney property is still very far from the Magic Kingdom. Once you get to the parking lot, which is over there behind the Polynesian, you have to board the ferry or a monorail to get across the Seven Seas Lagoon into the Magic Kingdom, which is over there. That could take you an hour and a half total. So people that are staying off property think it's an easy come and go. That would be 3 hours out of your day. So again, it's all about how you vacation, what you plan to do on that trip. And again, even different resorts, from the deluxe resorts around here, Wilderness Lodge and Contemporary are over here. There's the Wedding Pavilion again. Depends what you want, but that's so different. And my biggest frustration when I started this live with today is people say it's just a room. There's the monorail right there. You leave the resort here, you're at the Magic Kingdom in 30 seconds. That's very different from waiting for 4 buses, possibly, not always, but I've waited up to 4 buses at a value resort in the sweltering heat, and then I have to ride and get to the park, and by the time I get there, it's like a half hour, 45 minutes to get to the Magic Kingdom. I'm at the Magic Kingdom here in 30 seconds. So you have to really think about where you're spending time. You know, like I said, a couple weeks ago, we didn't even go to the Magic Kingdom, so it didn't make sense for us to stay here. All just depends. Are you looking for convenience? Are you looking to save time? Are you looking for least expensive? You know, are you looking for luxury? Are you looking for a standard room? Are you looking for a villa? There's so many options. Again, they have over-the-water bungalows. Here's the splash pad. That's another thing. So value resorts might have fountains and such, but they won't have an aquatic playground like this. The moderate resorts do. The moderate resorts will have water slides at the pool and aquatic playgrounds. Value resorts are just regular pools. So again, something to point out. This one's so cute here. And there's a spa here. And the fountain and everything shut off now, but this is the beach pool. The other pool opens at 7 a.m. This pool opens at 10, and they all stay open till 11. See if I can. So there's normally a waterfall, there's a water slide over there, and then goes over to the beach. And you can walk to the spa, the Grand Floridian and villas. So I'm gonna take a walk into the lobby just to show you guys that for those who haven't seen it. So this resort obviously is not cheap. Even the least expensive rooms here at this resort, around $500 or $600 a night for the least expensive rooms. That's obviously not cheap, but again, people pay it for the proximity to the parks and the extra amenities, saving time. So it depends how much, you value your time. So this is coming in through the side entrance into the lobby. Here's the grand staircase. This takes you up to the monorail and to the restaurants. They no longer have the orchestra on the second floor, which Disney regulars love the orchestra. So if you visit here a lot, you know what I'm talking about. But they still do have the piano player in the afternoons. And then there's suites all in this area. And then the main building club level lounge is up there as well. And that's key card access, so only guests staying on that level can go up that high. There's the Enchanted Rose, Victorian Albertson Citricos. There's a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. My personal opinion, when people ask for locations, I love this location when it opens back up because it's far less crowded and still magical. And you're still right back to the Magic Kingdom pretty quickly. And then we'll go out front here. So I'm sort of doing it backwards instead of doing from the lobby to my room. I'm going from the room back to the lobby. You do not at any Walt Disney Resort have to stop at the front desk. You do your check-in online. They'll text you when your room is ready. There is no need to go to the front desk. Many people, even though they do that, still stop at the front desk. There's no need to. You just show up, go to the pool, go to the parks, whatever. And there you go. There are also, you could call an Uber or Lyft. There are also taxis that the bell captains can call for you. A lot of times they just sit here, so you don't even have to call an Uber or Lyft. You just walk out and jump on one of these. And then I'm gonna see if I can show you what I mean about earlier, because we hear that all the time. People, again, it seems like such a little thing when I talk about the bus stops, but it's a big deal in the morning, and this is prime time for people going to the park, so let's see what it looks like. There's the bus right there. So from here, you could take in the monorail to Epcot too under normal circumstances. Right now it's still shut down, so they have a bus to Epcot. But normally you take their resort monorail